Let's be honest. For most people, school never taught what truly matters in life. You were taught formulas, history, and rules, but not how to live a happy, meaningful, or spiritually rich life. No one explained how to cultivate peace within yourself or how to understand the voice of your own soul. What if this world, this messy, chaotic, beautiful world, is the real classroom? What if life itself is the schooling your soul came here to experience? Every challenge, every heartbreak, every mistake and moment of pain, what if all of it is part of a divine curriculum designed not to punish you, but to teach you? Look around you. Everywhere, life is in motion. Mountains erode, rivers shift, stars are born and die. Nothing stands still. The soul too must evolve through change, through friction, through experience. You may look at your struggles and think, this is unfair. But what if your pain is not a curse? What if it's the most sacred part of your growth? What if every difficulty is a test given by your teacher, a lesson meant to prepare you for higher understanding? There's a verse that captures this perfectly. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness. Hebrews 12:11. You are not here by accident. You are here to refine your spirit, to remember who you truly are beneath the noise and distractions of the flesh. The spirit seeks God, the flesh seeks comfort, and the soul is caught between the two, learning how to rise above the desires of the body to hear the whisper of the divine. The ego clings to illusions, convincing you that you are defined by status, identity, and pleasure. But the spirit quietly reminds you, you are not your thoughts, you are not your story, you are not your suffering. You are a child of God, learning to return home. When you begin to see your life this way, you stop asking, why is this happening to me? Instead, you start asking, what is this teaching me? And that question alone begins the awakening of the soul. The flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit. Galatians 5:17. This life, this earth, is the testing ground where the soul learns to choose spirit over ego. It's the classroom where every wound, every loss, and every temptation exists to reveal how deeply you trust God. In the school of the soul, your greatest enemy is not the world around you, it's the war inside you. You are in constant conflict between the part of you that wants comfort and the part that longs for truth. The mind seeks logic, the spirit seeks faith, and both are necessary, but only one leads you home. The logical mind says, if I can understand it, I can control it. The spirit says, if I can surrender it, I can be free. This is why human reasoning so often fails us. You fix one problem and three more appear. You chase success and it slips away. You pursue pleasure and it leaves you empty. When you depend solely on logic, you're trying to fight a spiritual war with worldly weapons, and the world will always win that battle. The alternative is surrender, not to defeat, but to divine alignment. Through prayer, through stillness, through connection with the Creator, you allow God to do what you cannot. You invite Him to heal what you cannot see and to redirect what you cannot understand. You learn to see suffering not as punishment, but as purification. The enemy uses pain to destroy you, but the Spirit uses it to build you. Pain becomes your resistance training. Suffering becomes your sacred teacher. Suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. Every trial, every setback, every heartbreak is sculpting you into the person God created you to be. The spirit cannot grow without resistance, just as muscles cannot grow without weight. And as you grow stronger, you begin to notice something powerful. The very tools the enemy used to hurt you can become the instruments of your redemption. Your pain becomes empathy. Your wounds become wisdom. Your past becomes the foundation of your purpose. You stop running from the fire and start walking through it, knowing that the flames are shaping something eternal within you. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. James chapter 1:2-4. This is the paradox of spiritual evolution. The more you resist suffering, the more power it has over you. But the moment you embrace it as part of your education, it loses its grip. The school of the soul is not easy. but it is sacred, because in this school, pain is not the punishment, it's the teacher. Every soul you encounter is a mirror. Some reflect your light, others reflect your shadow, but all of them are here to teach you. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17. Every interaction, whether filled with love or tension, is an opportunity to learn more about who you truly are. When someone triggers anger, it's showing you where you still hold pain. When someone inspires admiration, it's reminding you of qualities buried within yourself. You attract lessons in the form of people. Some will teach you compassion, others will teach you boundaries. Some will test your patience, others will reveal your strength. The more you awaken, the more you realize. Life's villains are just unknowing teachers wearing masks that provoke your growth. When people criticize or attack you, they're projecting their wounds. You cannot take it personally. It's not about you. The spiritual lesson is learning to forgive those who don't yet see clearly. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing harm. It means freeing your own soul from the chains of resentment. When you hold anger towards someone, you're tethered to them energetically. Forgiveness severs that cord and restores your peace. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew 5:44. This world is full of projection, but the wise don't react, they reflect. Instead of matching hate with hate, they respond with grace. Instead of bitterness, they choose compassion, and in doing so, they graduate from another level of the soul's curriculum. This is why forgiveness is one of the hardest yet most necessary lessons in this school. It is not weakness, it is divine strength. It's what separates those who merely survive from those who truly transcend. So, ask yourself, who in your life still holds power over you through anger or pain? Can you finally forgive them, not for their sake, but for your own liberation? The enemy thrives on your resentment. God works through your release. And once you forgive, you begin to see your enemies as catalysts sent by heaven to awaken your heart. You start to understand the divine paradox. Even those who hurt you most were unknowingly helping you grow closer to God. If life is the school, then death is graduation. The diploma of the soul is not a piece of paper, but the peace that surpasses understanding. And the only grade that truly matters is how deeply you learn to love. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life. James 1:12. Every hardship, every temptation, every moment of surrender has been shaping your eternal self. Your body will return to dust, but the lessons of your soul will endure beyond time. This earth is both the classroom and the gymnasium of spirit. Temptation is the weight that builds spiritual muscle, and the world is filled with countless ways to test that strength. When you deny the fleeting pleasures of the flesh, you are not depriving yourself, you are training your soul. Each time you say no to temptation, you say yes to eternity. Each time you turn away from sin, you turn closer to the Father. The ego whispers, "You deserve this." The Spirit replies, "You are meant for more." Resisting the flesh is not about moral superiority, it's about alignment. The more you feed the Spirit, the less you hunger for the world, and that is when you begin to taste true freedom, because the flesh's pleasures fade quickly, but the joy of spiritual growth endures forever. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy. Matthew 6:20. Every choice you make, every reaction, every temptation resisted adds to your eternal treasure. Not treasure you can touch, but treasure you can become. And when your time in this classroom ends, your soul will stand before the Father, transformed, refined, radiant. You will see how every sorrow served a purpose, how every trial was a sacred test, how every moment of faith brought you closer to Him. We are being transformed into His image with ever-increasing glory. 2 Corinthians 3:18. That is the ultimate lesson. You are not here to perfect the flesh. You are here to perfect your reflection of God's love. You are not here to escape pain. You are here to learn from it. You are not here to control life. You are here to be transformed by it. Life is not punishment, it's preparation. It's the divine classroom where your soul learns how to return home. So the next time you face hardship, pause and ask, what is this lesson teaching my soul? What strength is God trying to build in me right now? Because when you start asking those questions, every pain becomes purpose, every test becomes transformation, and every day becomes another step toward graduation. Like every good teacher, God doesn't give you easy tests. He gives you the ones you need to grow. Your purpose is not to pass through life without scars. Your purpose is to let those scars remind you that you endured, that you learned, that you evolved. So take a deep breath. Look around this classroom called Earth, and remember, you are not a victim of life. You are a student of eternity. If this message resonated with you, let it reach someone else who needs to hear it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And above all, keep questioning everything.